So Erin's Farm is a rescue and permanent home and sanctuary for animals in need, mainly farm animals and horses and things like that just needed a place a soft place to land and have retirement. Also people's pets that maybe weren't good choices as pets. It's your traditional farm with a little twist, with a little couple oddball things. So, about 20 years ago, I was a veterinary nurse, and every day I'd, go to the hospital and we'd open the door and there'd be like an iguana with a broken leg in a box left at the doorstep. And for many years, I would take these animals and rehab them, and my aunts were teachers, and they said, bring it to my classroom, tell us about it. These kids have never seen an iguana. They've never seen a rabbit in the middle of the city. And so I would start bringing animals out voluntarily for years, and, the kids loved it, and their enthusiasm, I could just see how amazed they were at these creatures. In the beginning of the program, they would be terrified of the iguana, but by the end, they were wanting another turn to touch it or hold it. So you could see that just the exposure was changing their minds and their perspectives, and it was so addictive to see this change, in that 45 minutes that I would be sitting with them. After a while, I realized this is great and this is fantastic, but I would much rather the animals stayed home and kids came to them and not only got the experience of the animals and that same thing that we brought to the classroom, but also the experience of the nature and being in the country, not only seeing the animals, but seeing them in their environment, doing what they want to do and interacting with their species and behaving normally. So we kind of expanded to now we have this sanctuary farm where students and kids can come here, get that same exposure, but the animals are then happier living at home. I think when we are growing up, we're taught that, these animals are pets and these animals are food industry animals. And then kids, I think, just because they don't want to say goodbye to these food animals, that they a lot of times don't get attached to them or don't form those relationships with those animals because they know there's going to be a point where they have to say goodbye. Where here there is no goodbye, they stay forever. When you see these kids realizing that these animals are just like dogs and cats, they're thinking beings that, have friends and they have animals they like, animals they don't like. When people walk around and see them in their environment, they see goats and sheep playing. They see that the sheep loves to chase cats and they kind of wrestle and cuddle with the cats and all these bizarre things that you probably don't see at traditional food animal farms. They want to be with their children, they want to be with their parent. They're so much like the dogs and cats and other species that we call pets. We just try to show that they're all the same. They're all thinking beings with the central nervous system and a mind that can make choices. So we just want to give kids that perspective and just show them that, it's not always what maybe we thought.